Happy Valentine's Day, University High School. Welcome to the Play Festival 2014 excerpts from the national poet of England, the Bard of Avon, and the world's universal playwright, William Shakespeare. This is a production of English 3 classes and the University High School reaccreditation feature for 2014. These dramas communicate a profound knowledge of a wellsprings of human behavior as revealed in the master's masterful characterizations of a wide gamut of humanity, create a unified aesthetic effect, an achievement unequaled for other literatures, and express the deepest levels of human emotions. It is our hope that you enjoy our production and live Shakespeare's wisdom in your heart forever. Our journey in the world of the theater begins with the production from the special science class 3 Lavoisier with All's Well That Ends Well. Yes, praising what is lost makes the remembrance dear.
A girl hopelessly in love with a young man who longs for freedom. A story of unrequited love and betrayal. 3 Lavoisier presents William Shakespeare's classic, All's Well That Ends Well.
In delivering my son from me, I bury a second husband.
And I, in going, madam, weep over my father's death in you.
You shall find of the king a husband in them.
What hope is there of His Majesty's amendment?
He hath abandoned his physicians, madam.
This young gentlewoman had a father whose skill was almost as great as his honesty. Would, for the king's sake, he were living, I think it would be the death of the king's disease.
How bold you the man you speak of, madam.
His fame was, sir, in his profession, and it was his great pride to be so, Gerard de Narbon.
He was excellent indeed, madam. The king very lately spoke of him, admiringly and mourningly.
What is it, my good lord, that the king languages of?
Of this Jula, my lord,
I heard not of it before.
how was it not notorious? Was this gentlewoman the daughter of Gerard and Narbon?
His sole child, my lord, and bequeathed to my overlooking.
I do affect a sorrow indeed, but I have it too.
Great lamentation is the right of the dead. Excess of grief the enemy should not evict.
If the living be anxious to the grief, the excess makes it soon mortal.
Madame, I desire your holy wishes.
Now understand, madam.
Be thou blessed, Bertram, and succeed thy father, in manners as in shape,
Yes,
thy blood and virtue.
I will.
Love all, trust a few,
Yes.
do wrong to none, be able for thine enemy rather in power than use, and keep thy friend under thy own life's key.
Yeah.
Be checked for silence, but never, never, never taxed for speech.
Sure. The best wishes that can be forged in your thoughts be servants to you. Be comfortable with my mother, your mistress, and make much of her.
Farewell, pretty lady. You must hold the credit of your father.
Oh, were that all? I think not on my father, and these great tears grace his remembrance more than those I shed for him. What was he like? I have forgot him. My imagination carries no favor in it but Bertram's. I am undone. There is no living, none, if Bertram be away.
Save you, fair queen.
And you, monarch,
No.
and no.
Or are you meditating on virginity?
I, you have some stain of soldier in you. Let me ask you a question. Man is enemy to virginity. How may we barricado it against him?
Keep him out.
But he assails, and our virginity, though valiant in the defense, yet is weak. Unfold to us some warlike resistance.
There is none. Man sitting down before you will undermine you and blow you up.
Bless our poor virginity from underminers and blow us up. Is there no military policy? How virgins might blow up men?
Virginity being blown down, man will quickly be blown up. Mary, in blowing him down again, with the breach yourselves made, you lose your city.
I will stand for it a little, though therefore I die a virgin.
Little Helen, farewell. If I can remember thee, I will think of thee at court.
How was it?
The Florentines and Senoids are by the ears. Have fought with equal fortune and continue a braving war. What's he comes here? Youth, thou bear thy father's face. Frank nature, rather curious than in haste, hath well composed thee. Thy father's moral parts may thou inherit too. Welcome to Paris.
My thanks is due to all your majesty.
I would I had that corporal soundness now, as when thy father and myself in friendship first tried our soldiership.
His good remembrance, sir, lies richer in your thoughts than in his tomb. So in a proof lives not his epitaph as in your royal speech.
I shall now hear. What say you, this gentlewoman? Faith, I do. Her father bequeathed her to me, and she herself, without other advantage, may lawfully make title to as much love as she finds. There is more owing her than she is paid, and more shall be paid her than she'll demand.
What is your pleasure, madame?
You know, Helen, I am a mother to you.
Mine honorable mistress.
Nay, a mother. When I say a mother, methought is a serpent. What's in a mother that you start at it? I say I am your mother. Why? That you are my daughter?
That I am not.
I say I am your mother.
Pardon, madame, the Count Rousillon cannot be my brother.
Nor I your mother?
You are my mother, madame. Would you were, so that my lord your son were not my brother.
Brother?
Indeed, my mother, or you both are mothers.
Yes, Helen, you might be my daughter-in-law. You love my son. Inventions ashamed against the proclamation of thy passion. Tell me truly.
Good madame, pardon me.
Do you love my son?
Your pardon, noble mistress.
Love you, my son?
Then I confess, here on my knee, before high heaven and you, that before you and next unto high heaven, I love your son.
Had you not lately an intent, speak truly, to go to Paris?
Madame, I had.
Wherefore? Tell truth.
I will tell truth, by grace itself I swear. You know my father left me some prescriptions of rare and proved effects, such as his reading. There is a remedy, approved, set down, to cure the desperate languishings whereof the king is rendered lost.
But think you, Helen, if you should tender your supposed aid, he would receive it? He and his physicians are of a mind. He that they cannot help him, they that they cannot help. How shall they credit a poor unlearned virgin when the schools emboweled of the doctrine have left off the danger to itself?
By the luckiest stars in heaven, and would, your honor, but give me leave to try success, and I'll venture the well-lost life of mine on his grace's cure by such a day and hour.
Farewell, young lord. These warlike principles do not throw from you. And you, my lord, farewell. No, no, it cannot be. And yet my heart will not confess he owes the malady that doth my life besiege. Farewell, young lord. Whether I live or die, be you the son of a worthy Frenchman. I'll fee thee to stand up. I would I had, so I had broke thy pate, and asked thee mercy for it. No. What her is this? Now, fair one, does your business follow us?
I, my good lord, Gerard de Narbon was my father. In what he did profess, well found.
I knew him.
The rather would I spare my praises towards him. Knowing him is enough. On sped of death, many receipts he gave me, chiefly one.
We thank you, fair maiden.
My duty then shall pay me for my pains. I will no more enforce mine office on you. Humbly entreating from your royal thoughts, a modest one, to bear me back again.
I cannot give thee less to be called grateful. Thou though try to help me, and such thanks I give as one near death to those that wish him live.
What I can do no hurt to try.
Art thou so confident? Within what space hopest thou my cure?
The greatest grace, lending grace. What is infirm from your sound parch shall fly. Health shall live free, and sickness freely die. If I break time or flinch in property of what I spoke, unpitied let me die and well deserved. Not helping, death is my fee. But if I help, what do you promise me?
Make thy demand.
Then shalt thou give me with thy kingly hand what husband in thy power I will command.
Here is my hand, the premises observed. Thy will by my performance shall be served.
Come on, sir. I shall now put you to the height of your breeding.
I will show myself highly fed and lowly taught. I know my business is but
An end, sir, to your business. Give Helen this, and urge her to a present answer back. Commend me to my kinsman and my son. This is not much.
Gentlemen, heaven hath through me restored the king to health.
We understand it.
I am a simple maid, and therein wealthiest that I protest, I simply am a maid. I dare not say I take you, but I give me and my service ever whilst I live. Into your guiding power, this is the man.
Why then, young Bertram, take her. She's thy wife.
My wife, my liege, I shall beseech your highness. In such a business, give me leave to use the help of mine own eyes.
Know thou not, Bertram, what she has done for me?
Pardon, my gracious lord, for I submit my fancy to your eyes. When I consider what great creation and what dole of honor flies where you bid it, I find that she, which late was in my nobler thoughts most base, and is now the praise to the king.
Take her by the hand, and tell her she is thine, to whom I promise a counterpoise. If not to thy estate, then a balance more replete.
I take her hand.
Good fortune and the favor of the king smile upon this contract, whose ceremony shall seem expedient on the now born breed.
Shall be so. I'll send her to my house, acquaint my mother with my hate to her, and wherefore I am fled. Ride to the king, the which I durst not speak. His present gift shall furnish me to those Italian fields, where noble fellows strike. War is no strife to the dark house and the detested wife.
I have, sir, as I was commanded from you, spoke with the king and have procured his leave for present parting. Only he desires some private speech with you.
I shall obey his will. You must not marvel, Helen, at my course, which holds not color with time, nor does the ministration and required office in my particular. This to my mother. 'Twill be 2 days ere I shall see you. So I leave you to your wisdom. Farewell.
I have sent you a daughter-in-law. She has recovered the king and undone me. I have wedded her, not bedded her, and sworn to make the knot eternal. You shall hear I am run away. Know it before the report come. If there be breath along in the world, I will hold a long distance. My duty to you, your unfortunate son, Bertram.
Save you, good madame.
Madame, my lord is gone, forever gone. When thou canst get the ring upon my finger, which never shall come off, and show me a child begotten of thy body that I am father to, then call me husband. But in such a then, I write a never. This is a dreadful sentence.
Brought you this letter, gentlemen.
I, madame, and for our content sakes, are sorry for our pain.
Nay, come, for if they do approach the city, we shall lose all the sight.
They say that the French count has done most honorable service.
It is reported that he has taken their greatest commander, and that with his own hands he slew the duke's brother. Look, here comes a pilgrim. I know she will lie at my house. Thither they send one another. I'll question her. God save you, pilgrim. Whither are you bound?
To St. Jacques le Grand, or to the Palmer's Lodge, I do beseech you.
At the St. Francis, here beside the port.
Is this the way?
Aye, Mary is it.
If you misdoubt me that I am not she, I know not how I shall assure you further, but I shall lose the grounds I work upon.
Though my estate be fallen, I was well born, nothing acquainted with these businesses, and would not put my reputation out in any staining act.
Nor would I wish you. First, give me trust. The Count, he is my husband.
I should believe you, for you have showed me that which well approves you are great in fortune.
Take this purse of gold, and I'll buy your friendly help thus far, which I will overpay and pay again when I have found it.
Now I see the bottom of your purpose.
You see it lawful, then it is no more, but that your daughter, ere she seems as one, desires this ring.
They told me that your name was Fontibel,
No, my good lord, Diana.
titled goddess, and worth it with addition, but fair soul.
No, my mother did but duty, such, my lord, as you owe to your wife.
No more that. I prithee do not strive against my vows. I was compelled to her, but I love thee.
Aye, so you serve us. Till we serve you. But when you have our roses, you barely leave your thorns to prick ourselves and mock us with your barrenness.
How have I sworn?
'Tis not the many oaths that makes the truth, but the plain single vow that is vowed true.
Change it, change it. Be not so wholly cruel. Love is holy, and my integrity never knew the crafts that you do charge men with.
I see that men make ropes in such a scar that we'll forsake ourselves. Give me that ring.
I'll lend it thee, my dear, but have no power to take it from me.
Will you not, my lord?
It is an honor belonging to our house, bequeathed down from many ancestors, which were the greatest obloquy in the world in me to lose.
Mine honor is such a ring.
Here, take my ring, my house, mine honor. Ye my life be thine, and I'll bid by thee.
When midnight comes, knock at my chamber window. I will order take my mother shall not hear. Now will I charge you in the band of truth. When you have conquered my yet maiden bed, remain there for an hour nor speak to me. My reasons are most strong, and you shall know them. When back again, this ring shall be delivered, and on the night in your finger I'll put another ring that what in time precedes, may token to the future our past deeds. Adieu, till then, and fail not, you have won a wife from me.
A heaven on earth I have won by wooing thee.
I live and die a maid. Only in this disguise I think no sin to cozen him that would unjustly win.
But this succeeding posting day and night must wear your spirits low,
What's your will?
that it will please you to give this poor petition to the king and aid you with that store of power you have.
The king's not here.
Not here, sir.
Not indeed. He handed through last night with more haste than you.
Lord, how we lose our pains.
All's well that ends well. I do beseech you, sir, whither is he gone?
Marry as I take it to Roussillon, whither I am going.
I do beseech you, sir, since you are likely to see the king before me, commend the paper to his gracious hand.
We lost a jewel of her, and our esteem was made much poorer by it. But your son, as mad in folly, lacked the sense to know her estimation home.
'Tis past, my liege, and I beseech your majesty to make it natural rebellion. Done are the blaze of youth.
My honored lady, I have forgiven and forgotten all, though my revenges were high bent upon him, and watched the time to shoot.
My high repentant flames, dear sovereign, pardon me.
All is whole. You remember the daughter of this lord?
Admiringly, my liege, but at first I stuck my choice upon her.
My old beard and every hair is gone. Helen's dead was a strange creature. Such strange as this, the last ever I saw upon her finger.
Now pray, let me see it. This ring was mine, and when I gave it Helen's, I bade her, if her fortunes ever stood necessitated to help, that by this token I would relieve her. Had you that craft to leave her of what should stead her most?
My gracious sovereign, however it pleases you to take it so, the ring was never hers.
Son, on my life I have seen her wear it, and she reckoned it at her life's rate.
I saw her wear it.
You are deceived, my lord. In Florence was it from a casement thrown me, wrapped in a paper which contained the name of her that threw it. Noble she was and thought I stood engaged, but when I had subscribed to my fortune and informed her fully, I could not answer in that course of honor, which she had made the overture. She seized in heavy satisfaction and would never receive the ring again.
Then I have in this ring. It was mine. It was Helen's, whoever gave it to you. Then, if you know that you are well acquainted with yourself, confess it was hers.
She never saw it.
Thou speak it falsely, as I love mine honor, and make conjectural fears to come into me which I would fain shut out. If it should prove that thou art so inhuman, it will not prove so. And yet I know not. Thou did hate her deadly, and she is dead, which nothing but to close her eyes myself could win me to believe more than to see this ring. Take him away!
No. If you shall prove the ring was ever hers, then you shall as easy prove that I has plundered your bed in Florence, where yet she never was.
I am wrapped in dismal thinkings.
No,
Upon his many protestations to marry me when his wife was dead, I blush to say it. He won me. Now is the Count Rosalion a widower. His vows are forfeited to me, and my honors paid to him. He stole from Florence, taking no leave, and I follow him to his country for justice. Grant it me, O king. In you it best lies. Otherwise a seducer flourishes, and the poor maid is undone. Diana Capulet. The heavens have thought well in thee, Lafeu, to bring forth this discovery.
Now justice on the doers.
I wonder, sir, Sith wives are monsters to you, and that you fly them as you swear them lordship. Yet, you desire to marry. What woman's that?
I, my lord, a wretch Florentine, derived from the ancient Capulet.
I am her mother, sir, whose age and honor both suffer under this complaint we bring, and both shall cease without your remedy.
Come hither, Count. Do you know these women?
my lord, I neither can nor will deny, but that I know them. Do they charge me further?
Why do you look so strange upon your wife?
She's none of mine, my lord.
If you shall marry, you give away this hand, and that is mine. You give away heaven's vows, and those are mine. You give away myself, which is known mine. For I, by vow, am so embodied yours. The which she marries you must marry me, either both or none.
My lord, this is a fond and desperate creature, whom sometime I have laughed with. Let your highness lay a more noble thought than for to think that I would sink at thee.
Sir, for my thoughts, you have them ill to friend till your deeds gain them. Fairer prove your honor than in my thought it lies.
Good, my lord, ask him upon his oath, if he does think he had not my virginity.
What say thou to her?
She's impudent, my lord.
He
Was
does
a common
me wrong.
gamester to the camp.
He does me wrong, my lord. If I were so, he might have bought me at a common price. Oh, behold this ring,
What?
whose high respect and rich validity did lack a parallel. Yet for all that, he gave it to a commoner of the camp, if I be one.
He blushes and sees it. Of 6 preceding ancestors, that gem conferred by testament to the secret issue has been owed and worth. This is his wife, and that ring's 1,000 proof.
She hath that ring of yours.
I think she has. Certain 'tis I like her.
I must be patient. You that have turned off a first so noble wife may justly die at me. I pray you yet. Since you lack virtue, I will lose the husband. Send for your ring, I will return it home, and give me mine again.
I have it not.
What ring was yours, I pray you?
Sir, much like the same upon your finger.
Know you this ring? This ring was his of late.
And this was it I gave him, being a bed.
The story then goes false. You threw it him out of a casement.
I have spoke the truth.
Tell me, Sarah, but tell me true, not fearing the displeasure of your master, which on your just proceeding I'll keep off. By him and by this woman, what know you?
So please your majesty, my master hath been an honorable gentleman. Tricks he hath had in him which gentlemen have.
Come to the purpose. Did he love this woman?
Faith, sir, he did love her, but how?
How, I pray you?
He loved her, sir, as a gentleman loves a woman.
How is that?
He loved her, sir, and loved her not.
As thou art a knave and no knave, what an equivocal companion is this?
I am a poor man, and at your majesty's command.
Do you know he promised me marriage?
Faith, I know more than I'll speak.
But wilt thou not speak all thou knowest?
So please, your majesty, I did go between them, as I said. But more than that, he loved her. Indeed, he was mad for her. Yet, I wasn't at credit with them at the time that I knew of their going to bed, and of their motions, as promising her marriage, and things which would derive me ill will to speak of. Therefore, I will not speak what I know.
Thou hast spoken all already. This ring, you say, was yours?
I, my good lord.
Where did you buy it? Or who gave it to you?
It was not given me, nor I did not buy it.
Who lent it to you?
It was not lent me neither.
Where did you find it then?
I found it not.
If it were yours by none of all these ways, how could you give it to him?
I never gave it him.
This ring was mine. I gave it his first wife.
It might be yours or hers, for aught I know.
Take her away. I do not like her now. And away with him. Unless thou tell me where thou had this ring. Thou die within this hour.
I'll never tell you.
Take her away.
I'll put in bail, my liege.
I think thee now some common customer.
By Jove, if ever I knew man 'twas you.
Wherefore hast thou accused him all this while?
Because he's guilty, and he's not guilty.
She does abuse our ears. To prison with her.
Good mother, fetch my bail. Stay royal, sir.
Is there no exorcist because the truer office of mine eyes? Is it real that I see?
No, my good lord, 'tis but the shadow of a wife you see, the name and not the thing.
Both, oh pardon.
Oh, my good lord, when I was like this maid, I found you wondrous kind. There is your ring, and look you, here is your letter. This, it says, when from my finger you can get this ring and are by me with child, this is done. Will you be mine now that you are doubly one?
If she, my liege, can make me know this clearly, I love her dearly, ever, ever dearly.
If it appear not plain or proved untrue, deadly divorce step between me and you. Oh, my dear mother, do I see you living?
The king is a beggar. Now the play is done. All is well ended if this suit be won. That you express content, which we will pay, which strive to please you, day exceeding day. Ours be our patience then, and yours our parts. Your gentle hands lend us, and take our hearts.
The casts. Letters. Danica Charias. Ginelda Anton, Christine Sugkang, and Jenica Arenga. Trumpets. Pretty Brillantes and Hannah Grace Barato. Attendants, Lindsay Panis and Leia Marie Vega. Steward and guard, Slomi Sablon. And guard, Sam Diesto. Lord, Jonas Castañeda. Gentlemen, Michael Maravilla and Patrick Monegro. Clown, John Kent Samiliano. Widow, Mary Vic Palomo. Paroles, Alfred Garado and Lafio Charles Novo. Countess, Roger May Dago. King, Cedric Fritz Piso. Diana Rogeline May Padernal. Bertram Jet Louis Dumlao. And Helena Colleen J. Dice. The production staff. Snacks in charge. Justine Sargado and Emilu Raso. Documentation. Valerie Minguez, Alfred Garado, and Zeriel Campañera. Prompters. Ira Candice Gumafle, Felix, Emilu Raso, and Angel Uigo. Makeup artists, Zeriel Campañera, Ira Candice Gumafilix, and Valerie Minguez. Props in charge, Lindsay Panis and Justine Sargado. Finance Manager, Cheo Magalona, Angel Uigo, Leo Marie Vega, and Jonas Castaneda. Costume Designer, Jenica Arenga, Christine Obgang, and Ira Candice Gumafelix. Rehearsal Masters, Justine Sargado, Cheo Magalona, and Zeriel Campañera. Music and Lights, Ron Pinuela and Valerie Minguez. Production Designers, Lindsay Panes, Justin Sargado, and Sam Diesto. Stage Managers, Lindsay Panes, J.L. Magalona, and Zeriel Campañera. Scriptwriter, Justine Sargado. Assistant Directors, J.L. Magalona and Zeriel Campañera. And Director, Justine Sargado. Ladies and gentlemen, the casts and production staff of All's Well That Ends Well from 3 Lavoisier.